Hey everybody, it's Monique over here at Monique Janae Beauty, and today I'm dropping another relaxer video. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about growing relaxed hair with protective styles. Now I know this subject is a little touchy. I'll call it hair controversial, but I do want to say, yes, you can grow relaxed hair with protective styles, meaning braids, sew-ins, ponytails, and you can do that stuff and have healthy, relaxed hair that is retaining its length. But before I get into this video, I want to say welcome if you are new to my channel. Thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you can know when I'm posting. And give me a like and a comment. I love to read your comments and I love responding back. If you are a returning Monique Janae Beauty video watcher, thank you for coming back. I am glad that you enjoyed the content enough to return. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Now, wearing a relaxer and retaining length does not have to be difficult at all, but making sure that your chemically relaxed hair maintains its health, enough elasticity and strength to retain length, there's an art to that. And I will say that there are a couple of key things that must happen. One, you have to make sure that when relaxing, you are not overlapping and overprocessing the hair. Overprocessed relaxed hair has little to no elasticity and it is very, very easy to break. Secondly, you want to make sure that you are doing the proper maintenance on your relaxed hair, meaning you are making sure that you use products, shampoos, conditioners, styling aids that are going to help you retain moisture. Relaxed hair is drier, the cuticle is open, the pH of relaxed hair is on the higher end. So we have to make sure that we are pouring back the nutrients into our relaxed hair that is being removed when chemically processed and during wear and tear and heat styling. And lastly, you've got to make sure that you are getting protein into the hair. A lot of times, relaxed hair is easy to break and ends are easy to split because the protein is not being put back into the hair. The hair is weak. The hair is unable to retain length because it is brittle and dry and it lacks protein as well as moisture. So we got to make sure that our relaxer is being put in the hair correctly. We also got to make sure that our relaxed hair is at its best before going into our protective styles. Now, another thing I want to touch on is a frequently asked question. That is, how soon is too soon to go into a protective style after relaxing? Now, I'm going to give you a general rule of thumb that I give my client because a lot of times my clients are coming to me for hair care, maintenance, chemical treatments, and such, and they leave my chair and have had a protective style done during the break of them stretching out their relaxer. And when they come back to me, I am then doing the things that need to be done to make sure that the nutrients taken out of the hair are put back in. I'm usually doing the chemical service at that time or some type of maintenance in between, and they're getting braids from another stylist or a braider that does not do the hair care maintenance for them. So it's really, really important that they know when it's a good time to go into their protective style. So my rule of thumb is no sooner than 1 week, preferably 2 weeks out from a relaxer service. Now, I would suggest the same thing no matter what chemical service. That means color, that means highlights, lightener, anything chemical. I suggest waiting a minimum of a week, preferably 2, before going into a protective style. And I'll tell you why. So the reason I say minimum a week is because right after relaxing hair, the hair is going to be more compromised. The hair that is getting relaxed is the newest hair growing out of the scalp, and that hair is going to be the softest of all the hair, which is why typically when you see a client getting a relaxer retouch, that you'll see the roots look really straight. That's because that hair has not begun to keratinize. It has not gotten hard like the hair that is further down the hair shaft. It's the newest hair. It's the softest hair. And so it's going to get really straight pretty fast, but it doesn't typically stay that way as long as the hair is not overprocessed. It will regain a little bit of its elasticity back and its texture. And it takes about a week for that to happen. And for that very reason, I say no sooner than a week. Should you go into braids? Should you go into a sew-in? Should you even really go into a very styled or stiff or sprayed ponytail? These styles are perfectly fine for relaxed hair. They're perfectly fine. It's just really about timing and really about the health and condition of the hair. Another reason why you want to wait a week minimum, preferably 2, is because a lot of the products that stylists use to create these beautiful styles and braids have alcohol in them. They have things in them that dry out the hair. And remember, we are wanting the newly relaxed hair to regain its elasticity and to get back to a closest to a normal pH as possible. And those things, those styling aids, they're going to make sure that the hair stays in place. But what they also do is dry the hair out. And you do not want to put those type of products on freshly relaxed hair, all over the hair and through the hair, just like the hard hairsprays and the braiding gels and edge controls. Those styling aids work absolutely great. They're fine. But when your hair is freshly relaxed, you're not going to want to go in with those products. They will dry the hair out, and that will weaken the hair even more so. It will keep the hair from regaining its elasticity, and then you will be dealing with breakage. So that is one of the main reasons why I say to wait. Also, you want to give the hair time to regain its strength, to get some of its elasticity back, so that it's not being stressed to the max when you're going into a protective style. How many times have I heard, I've been wearing sew-ins and my hair is not growing, or my hair keeps breaking off, and I think it's because of the relaxer, and I just want to grow the relaxer out. And we do that, we grow the relaxer out because I'm here for whatever the client wants to do that is going to get them the results they want on their hair journey. But they grow out this beautiful, textured, thick hair, or beautifully textured, even maybe finer hair, but just super textured. It's not chemically relaxed. It's in its natural state now. It hasn't been straightened, and they have no idea what to do with it. They're not familiar with working with it. They don't want to take the time or have the time. They are probably having a very active lifestyle, or maybe even working out, and that type of thing is keeping them from wanting to deal with their natural hair, and they're feeling trapped now in a protective style. That's what typically happens when they could just be learning how to work with their hair in its relaxed state, making sure that it keeps strength, keeps elasticity, and grows just like they want it to. Now, I want to point out a couple of things that are going on with this client right here. So she is very good at relaxer stretching with protective styles when it comes to waiting, and she doesn't have breakage close to her retouch sites, close to the root. But what her challenge is the taking down of the protective style and then doing her own hair care maintenance at home. She has lots of hair, and she tends to take her protective styles out. She loves getting braids. That's her go-to protective style, which I think is great. She follows the rules when it comes to not getting the braids too soon. She's very, very good about that. But when she comes out of the braids, she typically has a lot of outgrowth because her hair grows really fast. Her hair loves being in braids, loves being relaxed. And so it comes out of the braids, and she's just trying to get it detangled and shampooed and conditioned as quick as possible. So she experiences breakage when she is taking her braids out and detangling because she's not taking her time. And that is a big thing. That's going to be the next thing on the list. Outside of relaxing and then not getting your protective style too soon, You also are going to want to be particularly careful when taking your protective styles out. So you'll really be able to see as I do this blowout where the client is having the majority of breakage, and that's right here in the crown. Now you can see as I section out the bottom half from the top half of this section, you'll see once I go to blow out this lower section that there isn't really any damage to this section of hair. There's no breakage in the middle of this section. The hair looks pretty healthy from the root all the way down to the ends. Now, as you can see, once I begin to comb through and blow out the top section of this hair, it doesn't fall as long as the bottom. That's because this section of hair is right in the crown where the client's hair is thickest and has the most texture and also experiences the most in breakage when she is detangling during the takedown process. So the braids that she likes to wear as a protective style, the braids are not causing the breakage, but the improper detangling or the rush detangling that's going on while the hair is being taken down from the braid is the issue. So it's not the protective style that's causing the breakage. It's how the hair is being handled and manipulated once that protective style is taken down and the hair is being detangled. The other area of concern on this particular client is her front perimeter. Now, this is another area that is not really being impacted by wearing braids, but more so by how the hair is manipulated when the braids are taken down or when they're not in the hair. So she knows, just like I know, she is not doing right by the front of this hair. Now, she doesn't wear her hair down very much. She wears it in buns a lot, and she is not the best at keeping her hair moisturized. So remember, I told you relaxed hair is on the drier side. The cuticle of relaxed hair tends to be a lot more open. The hair is drier, the hair lacks moisture and needs moisture more often. And see, she's noticing how the breakage is at the top. And basically that is due to not enough moisture on the hair, in the hair, and pulling that front hair back with gel and then brushing on top of that gel, adding more gel, and never really putting in any moisture. When she's not wearing her protective style, she's just putting gel on her hair. So we're talking about how this is affecting her hair growth journey, because as you can see, she has plenty of hair, and to be honest with you, it grows very fast, and we've got to figure out a care plan, because the lack of care that's happening in between salon visits after long-term protective styles is causing this, what the hair looks like now. So after flat ironing this client's hair, I went ahead and cleaned up her ends, and I wanted to give her a nice style that she could wear where she wouldn't have to worry about manipulation to the front of her hair. I went ahead and made sure that we started with a nice fresh canvas of beautifully, healthily relaxed, shiny hair. And we are now going to be on a schedule. She's still going to wear her braids. She's not going to get them any sooner than 2 weeks out from her relaxer services. And we also decided that in between the braids and wearing her natural hair, that she would go ahead and come into the salon so that I can do her detangling and making sure that her hair is getting the right amount of moisture and protein and all those things in between her relaxers and her protective styles. So I'm gonna leave it there. You can take a look at the end result of her hair, and we will be keeping you updated on her hair care journey. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them right in the comment section, and I will be happy to answer any and all questions and respond to any and all comments. I will also leave the links to the products used in this video down below. Thank you again. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye.